Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Today's video we are going to review Noel's 125W soldering iron. So basically why this soldering iron is required from the normal iron, what we see is the temperature which provided by the normal 30W soldering gun, which something looks like this. It doesn't provide a sufficient heat when we need to desolder or solder some of the heavy gauge cables or desolder some of the components. For example, let me show you an BMS circuit board where the soldering is done using a metal which for which the desoldering is not sufficient. If you look at this, I have tried to desolder those cables, but due to the insufficient heat generated by the soldering iron, so it was not sufficient to desolder this. So basically, in order to replace this board, so I ordered a new 125W Noel soldering iron. Now let me open the soldering iron and see how it performs. Coming to the soldering iron, it looks little heavy and the bit is of very thick size, and it has a stainless steel finishing. The tip is quite thicker compared to a normal soldering rod. Looks like the bit is little loose, so I may have to tighten up the screw a little bit. See, if you look at the metal, whatever the bit it is given, it is a very thick one. Let me tighten the screw and keep it firm. Coming to the cable, it looks like the cable is of kind of a normal cable which usually comes with normal soldering iron. Because it's just a 125W, maybe it doesn't require much thicker cable. Let me plug this into the socket and let's see how it gets heated up and starts functioning. The grip for the soldering iron is quite good. The thickness of the holder is given a nominant how a normal 30W soldering iron comes. It's the same way kind of a thing, and it has tightened with the 3 screws and screws on the heating element. But looking at to the finishing near the tip, they have not given a proper finishing. On the coil side, it looks little heavy compared to the normal soldering iron. Let's see if it gets heated up soon and we can start working on the PCB. Let me pull up the BMS circuit board where I want to desolder a cable. Looks like the soldering iron is getting a little bit heated up. There is a little smoke coming out from the soldering lead. Let me check the grounding. Basically, some of the soldering iron has a grounding problem, so I don't think so this soldering iron has any grounding issues. Maybe the coil needs to be heated up some more time. As per the given instruction on the box, I see that during the first heat up the soldering iron, it gives out a temporary smoke during the initial heat up. So later on there will not be any smoke which will be coming out from the soldering iron. Maybe the soldering iron is still not heated up. Let me wait for some more minutes. Now looks like the soldering iron is well heated up. Let me try to desolder the cable from the BMS circuit. Finally, after all trying out to pull the desolder the cable, I was able to desolder it. The soldering iron seems to be working, and it seems to be very good at heating. The only thing drawback what I see here is there is no temperature control now provided in this type, whereas in the other model provided from the Noel, which is of 60W, I guess, so it has got a temperature control various provided on the soldering gun, whereas on the 125W there is no control provided on the soldering iron. So if you are looking for a soldering iron for desoldering or soldering some of the heavy components on the PCBs, for using a 30W when it is not possible, so you can go with this 125W soldering gun, which works very well for desoldering or soldering the components. Thank you for watching. If this video was useful for your next purchase of the soldering iron, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and share and subscribe.